We are back. This is Ryan Moon on Protocol News Podcast, and our show today is about how Visa just revolutionized blockchain lending by dropping DeFi and embracing the on-chain finance era. So Visa just dropped a bombshell disguised as a boring corporate white paper, and honestly, it's like watching your dad discover TikTok and suddenly start calling it short-form video content platforms. They're ditching the term DeFi faster than people abandon their NFT profile pics and rebranding it as on-chain finance because apparently DeFi sounds too much like financial chaos for the suits upstairs. Here's the thing though, this isn't just semantic gymnastics. Visa processed nearly $16 trillion in transactions, which is more money than most countries see in their wildest GDP dreams. Now they're eyeing the $670 billion in stablecoin loans floating around like a shark that just smelled blood in the water. We're talking $51.7 billion in monthly on-chain lending volume with 81,000 active borrowers. Those aren't rookie numbers, that's a full-blown parallel financial system humming along, while traditional banks are still figuring out how to make their mobile apps not crash. The genius move here is that Visa isn't trying to become a lender or mint their own tokens. They're pulling the classic infrastructure play, the same strategy that made them rich off credit cards. They want to be the pipes, not the water. Smart contracts handle the lending logic, but Visa provides the APIs, compliance tools, and analytics that let traditional banks dip their toes into this crypto pool without having to learn what a liquidity pool is. More after our break.
My name is Tom Sachs. I'm an artist in New York City. For nearly 2 decades, I have been collaborating with Nike.
Nike running is for runners, Nike basketball is for basketball. Nike craft is for everyone else.
Think about it. This is like Amazon Web Services for blockchain lending. Banks can plug into these on-chain credit markets without having to hire a bunch of 20-something developers who exclusively communicate in GitHub commits and Discord memes. But here's where it gets interesting. The rebrand from DeFi to on-chain finance is pure corporate camouflage. DeFi has all this baggage. Hacks, rug pulls, people losing their savings to questionable projects. By calling it on-chain finance, Visa gets to keep all the technological benefits while dodging the regulatory side-eye. This connects to what's happening with companies like Humor Finance, processing around 500 million in monthly transactions with 98 million in active loans. These platforms are proving programmable. Money isn't just a libertarian fever dream. It's solving real problems like cross-border payments that currently take days and cost a fortune. The wild part is the scale we're heading toward. Tokenized real-world assets hit 12.7 billion, with projections showing this hitting somewhere between 1 and 4 trillion within the next few years. That's not just growth, that's a complete restructuring of how money moves around the planet. What this means for anyone under 40 is that the financial system you grew up with is getting a major upgrade. Instant settlement, 24/7 availability, programmable terms that execute themselves. It's like going from dial-up to fiber. Same basic function, completely different experience. Visa's betting that regulated automated lending through smart contracts is going to eat traditional lending the same way streaming ate cable TV. And honestly, watching them rebrand DeFi to make it palatable to institutions is peak corporate strategy. Bottom line, we're watching traditional finance absorb crypto technology while desperately trying to avoid looking like they're embracing crypto culture. Visa's the translator between the number go up crowd and the we need 3 compliance approvals crowd. And if they pull this off, your next loan might be processed by a smart contract faster than you can say blockchain revolution. Thanks for listening to Protocol News. You can support our podcast by following the show, rating it 5 stars and telling your friends. Remember, don't trust, verify, and always do your own research.
Grab news. Thomas.